2, 3, 4.
Welcome back to Marketing in the Machine. This is your host, Bob, and it's nearly September, but I'm still here sweating it out in sunny Austin, Texas, to help all my forward-thinking marketing friends keep up and make sense of how artificial intelligence is impacting the field of marketing. It's episode 3. Can we say we're friends yet? If you're new to the show, it's great to have you. I publish about twice a month, so you'll see that little red notification on your podcast player popping up, letting you know there's actionable, explain it to me like I'm 5, marketing advice ready for your ear holes. Now let's keep it light and get on with the show. Here are 3 stories I'm covering in this episode. Amazon is making its internal machine learning training classes available to the public. Papa Bezos has realized it's going to take a lot more big brains to complete his Death Star. You get some computer vision skills. You get some natural language processing expertise. Story number 2. You down with GPT-3? Yeah, you know me. Have you heard of this? It just might be the closest we've come to real human intelligence from a machine. I'll break down what it is, how it works, and how marketers might use it in the future. And for number 3, the storied cookie is on a slow death march and marketers are freaking out. Take some breaths, namaste, and let me show you how machine learning can help you get an accurate privacy-centric view of your customer while still showing marketing's impact. Story number 1. Amazon's Machine Learning University is making its online courses available to the public. Internal Amazon training classes previously only available to employees will now be open to the world. The company has seen firsthand how machine learning can transform its business, from the Alexa team and the folks in supply chain optimization, but also the Amazon Go, their cashierless grocery stores, and of course their .com teams who work to make sure every experience is 5 stars. The classes taught by machine learning experts began back in 2016 because the company found that demand for the machine learning professionals outweighs the supply. The curriculum is designed to sharpen the skills of machine learning experts, but it also gives newbies the tools to deploy their own machine learning projects. That's a score right there. The first 3 accelerated classes are available now and cover tabular data, which is machine learning with spreadsheet-like data, computer vision, which is decrypting how machines learn and understand images and video, and natural language processing, where machines understand human language. I'll link to these in the show notes, but by the way, did you notice how the first 3 classes align with Amazon's specific business initiatives and problems? Must be a coincidence. Amazon plans to add 9 more courses before the end of the year, and in 2021, all their machine learning classes will be available via on-demand video with the coding examples to match. Amazon acknowledges that its core curriculum is challenging and could take multiple weeks of study. Still, these accelerated classes allow learners to get their hands dirty right out of the box. And what I really like is that Amazon acknowledges that machine learning is rapidly evolving, so they're staying fluid about the course topics and how the course is being presented, essentially short nuggets over longer segments. Go check them out and add a little AI knowledge to your LinkedIn profile. Story number 2. The term AI gets thrown around a lot. It's a fairly broad term. You could think of Siri or Alexa as artificial intelligence. So is a chatbot. You could say that the technology behind a Google search, Google Ads, and Google Photos is AI. All these technologies can fall under that big umbrella called artificial intelligence, which at its essence is building smart machines that are capable of performing tasks that typically require human intelligence. You've probably used at least one of these technologies I just mentioned, and I bet you'd agree that we've got a long way to go before they fully mimic human intelligence. Like for me, Siri is just a $1,000 kitchen timer. But a program by the name of GPT-3, launched in June, might be the closest we've come to real human intelligence from a machine. GPT-3 was created by OpenAI, an artificial intelligence research lab out of San Fran that has funding from Elon Musk. As I mentioned, it launched this past June, mask and all, and it's the third iteration and first commercial application of the machine learning model the lab has produced, hence the 3 at the end. What the heck are you even talking about, and why is this such a big deal? Well, GPT-3 is a neural network powered language model. You don't have to remember that, but just stick with me here for a minute. I promise we'll ease into it. It has trained itself on basically gobs and gobs of unlabeled data, which is a major key. It's crawled across the web, including stuff like Wikipedia, Reddit, news articles, fan fiction, you name it. Something to the tune of 45 terabytes of data and nearly 1 trillion words. Now, in GPT-3's case, the language model essentially predicts and weighs the likelihood of a sentence existing in the world. A typical example I've seen thrown around lately is that GPT-3 can label the sentence, "I take my dog for a walk," as more probable to exist than the sentence, "I take my banana for a walk." So in all that data, it looks at big chunks of content to make inferences on what is likely to come next. In this particular sentence, it's learned that dog has a stronger connection and is more likely to exist. In the same vein, if you were to give it a single input word of fire, it's more likely to follow back with the words truck or alarm over other gibberish because it's already made those connections in the data. Does that make sense? All right, cool. If you want, you can loosely think of it as in comparison to how a baby learns to speak. It takes language cues and patterns from all different inputs, which initially probably feels like gibberish to them, but those wheels start spinning and the brain starts connecting all those itty-bitty neurons and synapses until the full words and sentences form. Now, GPT-3 has made connections that can do this for sentences and phrases and generally any sequence of characters. It can be used for all sorts of things that require, well, language. Things like answering questions, summarizing text, conversations, and more. GPT-3 can do all this because in all that data it's ingested, it's made something like 175 billion different connections. For scale, that's light years ahead of anything else that's out there. In an earlier version, GPT-2, it only had 1.5 billion connections, and GPT-1 had an embarrassingly 175 million parameters. GPT-3 is the smartest baby ever. It's the baby of the year, right? Now, how might this impact marketing? Give me the good stuff, right, Bob? One day with GPT-3, you might be able to just write a few lines of an article or a piece of content, and the program automatically fills in the rest. It could help with writer's block and lower the barrier of entry of creating media even lower. Recently, a college student generated an entire blog, and one of his posts ended up hitting the top of Hacker News, a popular social site focused on computer science. The post wasn't groundbreaking, but it did create buzz, and very few people caught on that it was an article that was AI-driven. It could help write trendy headlines or even a viral tweet. It could help with your strategy, writing briefs. It could help with your ad copy, or even translate pages of your website to various languages. GPT-3 can write functional code or query a database for you based on just plain English directions. I'll link to an example in the show notes showing GPT-3 creating the HTML and CSS for web buttons. GPT-3, please make a green square button that is 100 by 100 pixels and has the words "buy now" written in yellow. That's crazy to me. OpenAI is keeping access to its API invite only for now, so common folk just can't go download it from the internet. But researchers who have been granted access have built imaginary conversations between historical figures, summarized movies with emojis, and written Dr. Seuss poems. This is just the tip of the iceberg, my fellow marketers. It's exciting and fascinating and even a bit scary, so please watch this space. Story number 3, why conversion modeling will be crucial in a world without cookies. Just a few years back, I don't know if I knew how good I had it as a marketer. Over various campaigns, I'd lean heavily on the almighty cookie, logging and tracking what would happen after a user clicked one of my ads. Streamlined reporting meant I could see what channels converted best, make modifications to the laggers, and get an excellent view of the customer's journey. It was solid gold. Just thinking about it makes me want to pour a glass of country time lemonade and spend the afternoon in a rocking chair. Well, that's not the case anymore. Today, marketers are up against cookie restrictions built into browsers like Firefox and Safari, and soon to be Chrome, users flipping between devices, global privacy regulations, and other blind spots. It's challenging marketers to be more forward-thinking and privacy-focused. And as the cookie has crumbled, we're now led to a very complex landscape with gaps in digital media measurement and conversions becoming more and more difficult to track. Like it or not, we're in the midst of a measurement evolution. So, how can machine learning help in this new cookie-starved world? Now entering the arena, conversion modeling, which just in layman's terms means using machine learning to fill in the gaps where some of your conversions can't be measured. It saves your butt and helps you show the real impact of your marketing efforts when you're unable to attribute conversions to a specific channel or medium. With conversion modeling, any known data you can collect, such as device, date, time, conversion type, is fed to an algorithm. It's paired up with historical trends to confidently validate and inform your measurement. The large benefit here is that conversion modeling gets you an accurate measurement while only reporting on aggregated and anonymized data. You get a privacy-centric and deep picture of your customer behavior while not giving up the accurate reporting of the good old days. That's a huge impact to the overall health of your business. Being able to measure accurately is such an essential foundation upon which your ongoing learnings, decisions, and optimizations are built. Now, the key to conversion modeling, though, is to make sure to implement solutions that can help increase the amount of observable data for your campaigns. The more you know and more accurate data you can feed the machine learning model, the stronger your foundation in the end, and the better the model's results. Now, this being an article from Google, of course, they're pimping tools like Google Tag Manager or global site tags on your website to ensure you're set up for measurement success. But alternative options like Adobe Analytics would also do the trick. Check out the show notes to the link to this article, as well as a privacy playbook for the modern marketer. Thanks for listening to episode 3 of Marketing in the Machine. See the show notes for more info and links to any of the pieces I talked about today. If I can, and not to go all Delilah on you, but this episode was hard to write. Not because of the difficulty of the content, but because of just all the heavy stuff going on in the world. Sitting down to write, I would just drift into thinking about tens of thousands of people who have lost loved ones to COVID. The folks who are tirelessly working to improve social injustices, the millions unemployed, the parents trying to balance work and kids' school, the folks battling fires and hurricanes across the nation. If you're one of those folks or you're battling your own issues, I just want you to know I'm thinking of you. And this isn't forever. We're all going to get through this. Thanks for listening.